Oh, we struggle in all aspects of school.
Yeah.
We had PE down. That's about it.
And lunch.
PE and
I was ready to lunch.
That has stayed true to form.
Sean Watson, another step back, which I will say a lot of his problem that O-line. 8 sacks.
Yeah.
Good.
He's gonna be back like when Vic came back to the league after the dog hit him.
Yes.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode number 72 of Benchwarmers Basement Banter. We are once again live on Twitch and Kick. It is confusing because we recorded backwards, but we had to test shit.
That's right. Really messing with people who are like
We need to
dyslexic and
confirm
stuff,
after that
aren't we?
last one that what we're trying is working.
It is. It's awesome. So look for all of our episodes to be live on Kick and Twitch and hopefully TikTok if it doesn't hate us anymore.
I kept forgetting the kick earlier. How'd you guys let that slide? Come on now.
Start working on your
Yeah,
Beginning
calculus.
and beginning and
First
end.
things first, all the social media platforms are up top. Facebook, Twitter, our Discord link is up there, the TikTok, the YouTube page, everything where you can find us and tell Woody that he looks stupid.
Oh, I thought you had
That missed.
We had no look. That's beautiful.
That missed.
And that leads right into basketball. No look pass.
It
Look at
does.
that. There you
So
go.
first off, I am
Segues.
Stat Guy.
I'm Rogers.
Woody Island. It's a thing.
It's a thing.
It's a
Quit
thing.
trying to make Woody
Quit
Island
trying
work.
to make it a thing. It's not a thing. It's not a thing.
It is now. I don't have the credibility of Revis Island. And I got it here.
No, you don't. But we are here now to talk about the playoffs.
Playoffs.
Playoffs?
Playoffs.
Playoffs. Well, we had one St. Louis team in them. I don't know about the other.
We did. Are we going to talk NHL first?
I don't care.
Let's
We're
go
gonna rip
ahead
the
and
Band-Aid
just go
off.
rip that Band-Aid off, talk about the elephant in the room.
Well, if you haven't heard by now, we freaking lost last night. So it was a hell of a series, though.
How much time was left?
I don't want to talk about it. I don't, hey, great things can happen in 1.6 seconds. Ask Winnipeg. There you go.
They did.
And Woody.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, exactly. Hey, come on. Credit.
It's a rodeo, boy.
It's like, all right, man. Come on. Still counts. No, I'm going to tell you what. We will have another episode like diving deep into
Yes,
the Blues.
we will have a Blues season
Yeah.
recap featuring me
And basically, what do you
Woody.
call it?
We'll just do like
a
a St. Louis sports update.
Yeah, there you go.
There we
The
go.
Blues, what they call it, autopsy, I guess, on the season when you go in depth.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm not going to totally get into that here, but I will say it sucked. The way they lost really sucked. You never get bounced, but I do think the better team won. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
And for where we were at in January, February, how this ended up, it's like I talked with the Cardinals. I wanted to see youth movement, the young players, the core pieces take that step up. I am confident, more confidence I've had almost ever that we have our coach. With all due
Yes,
respect,
I,
to him.
I 100%
Like they bought
agree
into a
with that.
system, and for me, this is the most fun Blues hockey I've watched since probably the Backus days. Like you watch us, our passes are crisper.
Mm-hmm.
Like we have flow to the game. We actually we played so slow. Like if you watch the playoffs and Blues to the regular season, there's like a flick
Mhm.
off. Not now. Like honestly, you watched us play against maybe you could say the best team in the NHL.
They won
Okay.
the President's Trophy for a reason.
Yes, they did, and we were right there with them. We should have beat them.
Yeah.
Like if you tell me the outcome of it, like details aside, the 1.6 seconds that sucked. We had the game is there for the taking. What did we give up? 2 goals the last 2 minutes.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. It was. I would take though if you said we'd go to Game 7 against Winnipeg, we just make the playoffs. I'd have took that.
Yes,
truthfully.
exactly.
Like we saw growth. The young guys, it was great. Bennington right here. Benner. Do I look nervous? No. This guy's never nervous.
He's
No.
never nervous.
He did not deserve to lose that game.
Oh, he played his ass off
Yeah.
in that game.
Do you think if Bennington was on the Jets, it might have been a sweep, possibly? Maybe the Blues won 1 game.
Possibly.
Yeah, I mean,
He
I
was
feel
that
like
good.
they took 2 of those games from the Jets
Yeah,
because of how
Yeah.
poorly Helly played.
Oh, the two-
Exactly.
Well,
Yeah.
every,
the one you
every
went to.
home game.
Yeah.
Pretty well. Every home
I think
game.
game 3 is the one that we came out
That was
stomping.
7-2,
Yeah.
and the game
Yeah.
I went to was 5-1.
5-1.
Yeah.
Mhm,
I mean, they stomped them.
Oh, is that the same? Game 6 was 5-1 as well.
Yes.
I think it was.
Yeah, I mean, it was just the
But-
home games we beat the shit out
Yeah,
of them.
yeah, it was. But honestly, if you look back at those games, especially the game you went to, like Winnipeg dominated
Yeah.
at the start. Like if Bennington hadn't kept us in the game,
Mhm.
and Hellenbach, you made a great point, Mr. Hockey Guy. Look at that. Like, oh my gosh, some of those goals he gave up. The Joseph goal last night.
Yeah.
Coming in off the wing, I thought a harmless shot. And I was like,
Yeah, I didn't expect that to go in.
Like, yeah, piece of
Uh,
candy. So anyway, to wrap that up, it sucks we're out. I do think the better team won. Congrats, Winnipeg. Hellenbach, get your head out of your ass, and they could win the cup. That's where I'm
Yeah,
at. Like,
And we have a future for St. Louis.
yes, we do. We
in
do. We
hockey.
have a bright future. We really
It's
do.
a very bright future. So
Yeah, this is the
Um,
first time I'm like,
bef-
we're out, but we'll see you next year.
yes,
We will.
we'll see you next year. I'll make one last point on Winnipeg, which I
Mhm.
talked to you guys about.
Mhm.
They got to learn to let that man rest during
Oh,
the regular season.
stupid.
President's Cup is that what it's
Yeah,
President's
President's
Cup?
Cup for the best
Trophy.
record in the league. Mhm.
Does not mean shit. The Vespa.
He's up for the Vesna and the Hart for
Yeah,
MVP.
those trophies don't mean shit whenever you get to the playoffs and you're dead tired.
Yeah, yeah. Like we were talking about his split. Like I believe this year started 65 games,
He
something
did.
like that.
That's
Like,
nuts.
that
There-
was back in the day, sure.
Yeah.
The Hasek days, like those guys, but this league is tougher, more physical, more
Okay.
condensed schedule.
You
I
got
don't
they got to
understand
get a
it.
backup, or they just got to say,
Yeah.
F it. We're just gonna sit them. We've
Yeah.
made the playoffs. Who cares?
Just make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like honestly, I
Ho-
love the Blues split.
Honestly, the hockey's like the only sport where I feel like you just make the playoffs. You got a damn good chance. Honestly,
Yeah, I
Like,
think it's the hardest sport
It's
to
the
pick in the
hardest sport to
playoffs.
win.
Yeah, it is.
Any team can win.
Physicality of it,
Yeah.
you know, kills you. Like yeah, you look at football, the hits, sure, but it's one game.
It's one game.
Yeah, I mean the Blues and the Jets, they beat the hell out of
They
each other.
beat the absolute shit out of each
They
other.
really did. This was a fun series.
Yes.
It really was. That's what I'm saying. We went toe to toe with these assholes, and I mean, sorry, they're not assholes. There were some moments.
There were some
There were
moments.
some moments, but you can say we were too. I mean, we played with them. We kept up with them, and shout out to Braden Shin. That guy, Hart, he had the hit. Yeah, it's questionable, sure, but I love what he brings to the table.
Also, the penalty where he was talking to his
Yeah,
brother is
come on,
bullshit.
I'm glad that game was out of.
I was too,
anyway,
because I
like,
would have been so mad. It's like,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
talking to his own
This is
brother. Just let
Okay,
it
I was
go.
gonna ask if Luke Shin
Yeah.
was actually
All he said
That's
was
his
probably you're adopted or something like
Yeah,
that. You know, I'm
exactly.
loving
It's
him
like
more.
it's that's gonna happen. I don't
Yeah.
care what it is. It's
They
your
are
brother.
brothers.
You're
Okay.
playing against
Yeah.
each other. You're gonna talk shit.
Yeah, it's a play. Oh, I love Braden Shin's coming after. He's like, "Yeah, Stanley Cup makes you say things you probably shouldn't."
We're gonna have to talk about this at Thanksgiving.
Yeah, exactly. But it was cool. The end of the game, I do like the handshake line. It's
Yeah.
like you beat the hell out of each other for 7 games and change. But they shake hands right after.
Bennington
And-
and Hellbuck talks for like
yeah,
a good
they did.
minute.
They did. They did. Like I said, last point. Shout out to Benner. He stood on his head. He's amazing. The last 3 goals were all deflections. Like he was great. End of story. Big game. I want him in net. So,
Yes,
I'm
agreed.
thrilled next year.
All
I
right,
guess we
so
can move
let's move on to what the bracket is now.
Yeah.
So Winnipeg moves on to play Dallas.
Yeah.
Vegas moves on to play Edmonton. We got
Mhm.
Toronto
Mhm.
and the Panthers and Washington and Carolina.
I'm gonna start right where we were at with Winnipeg, and Dallas.
Both teams went to 7 games.
They did.
Both teams
They
had
did.
to come back.
took out my avalanche.
Yeah, your abs went down.
Oh.
I had your abs. I really did, and they're beer mugs for you.
Yep.
So, yeah, I'm gonna go Dallas here. They're actually getting more healthy. I think Heiskanen might be back. Their main D man. I mean, you look at the physical toll that
Winnipeg just
Winnipeg
got beat
did.
up.
Yeah, they did. Now, I will say they have Uncle Mo on their side, but you could argue Dallas does too. They came back in Game 7 at home.
They did.
Manton, hat trick.
Yeah,
in
hat
the
trick
third.
in the third period.
Yeah, that was amazing. I think right now it's crazy to say Hellenbach's the weak link, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you what, if he comes out Game 1, like pitches a shutout,
He-
looks like himself.
He looked like himself there towards the end of this Game 7.
He did
He only,
somewhat,
there was only
But-
27 shots on goal by the Blues.
and
that
I
game.
didn't think they got enough traffic in front of that. I really did.
Shots on goal is not a stat that I really like for hockey, because that only
Yeah,
counts shots that actually hit the goal.
it doesn't tell the whole
It doesn't
story.
tell-
It really
like,
doesn't.
I really
but it's
think-
fair.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
close.
opposed to
Close-
Bennington had 39.
Yeah.
Close
so-
only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. Broberg's stick doesn't break. I think he scores.
I think he scored. Yeah, I agree. They got very lucky
I
because
think it
that's the
scores.
type of shot that Joseph.
And
hit
he
on
was
earlier.
to the left. If
Yeah.
Broberg puts it right, that was going to be a goal.
If Buchananich didn't do it, he did. Like, I don't want to get more Blues on this, but there was an empty net shot he had that I was like, don't do that.
Oh yeah, he shot it over the net.
Yeah, for another icing, like 7
Yeah.
seconds after the previous.
Yes.
There's a lot of things there, which I did not watch the Colorado Dallas game. There could have been some stuff like Colorado did kind of blow that game too, or Dallas won it, whatever. But they both, got by skin of their teeth. This is going to be another hard fought series.
Yes.
I don't think the physicality was there in the Dallas Colorado series. Winnipeg might be without Scheifele.
Yeah.
They might be without their best D man
Yeah.
and more so. Like Hellenbach looks shaky. For those reasons alone, I'm gonna go Dallas. I wouldn't be surprised at all If Winnipeg gets out of it, if Hellenbach comes back to being himself, they could win a cup.
Yes,
I would pick them, but I'm not banking on that right now. So I'm gonna go Dallas. I am for now.
Mr. Non-talk hockey, but you're here. What are you gonna say?
You have as good a shot at me getting it right. You really do.
Well, going into this, when we did the first episode for hockey, I think we had Winnipeg winning it all. So
Yes, we did.
Stick with that.
That's fair. That's what I'd picked. Yeah. So wouldn't surprise me.
I meant to do this, but I am gonna go Dallas as well.
Okay,
I think
okay.
Winnipeg beat up.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
what
that
I
matters.
think.
I didn't even get on camera.
I love it. There it is. All right, fair enough.
All right.
You're probably gonna be right.
The other game in the Western Conference.
Yeah,
We got the Golden Knights and Connor McJesus and the
Connor
Oilers.
does not go well to go against McJesus. It
It's
really
tough.
doesn't. It doesn't. This is I don't have much confidence in any of these picks.
USA.
Yep, that's where I'm at. I'm going Vegas, baby. That's relevant dice. My logic is actually goaltending.
Okay.
I don't have much faith in Skinner in that for Edmonton. I really don't. Aiden Hill to Vegas. I think he's looked better. You look at the games, like they had lower scoring, hard fought games against Minnesota, and I just tend to think playoff time, that's what's going to matter more. That being said, anytime McJesus touches the puck, and Drysdale too, like he's right up there with him. He's amazing. So it does make me a little leery because you look at what they did with the Kings. Lost the first 2 games. They were like, okay, that was fun. Screw this track meet, and just blitzed them like up and down the ice. Vegas is a little deeper. They're a little, I think, more sound defensively. Once again, with that much confidence, I'm gonna go Vegas. But I think 6 maybe. And I forgot the Stars. That's gonna be 6 or 7 too.
Yeah.
Like these series. Are tough.
Yeah, this is just
They're tough.
hockey. That's
They're
just
tough.
what happened.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean,
But-
you said
well, I got a question before we go on.
Yeah.
If Armstrong didn't sign the offer sheet, boys, do you think Edmonton might be the best team in the NHL?
Yeah, but what's hard?
That
and
would,
tricky
now
with
we're saying
that-
Holloway was hurt with the Blues, which may
Yeah.
have made a big difference.
Yeah.
But I think the offer sheet boys would be looking pretty
I
damn
do
good
too.
on
I
the
do too.
Oilers right now.
What's tricky with that is would they take that next step? Would they get the same opportunity
true.
against St. Louis? Because
Yeah.
they've been there a few years.
Yeah.
But if they are what they are with us, yeah.
Yeah, if they are what
agree.
they are with us, they're
Oh,
the
I'd be
best team.
Edmonton right here.
Yeah.
I would be.
Yeah.
I would be. I agree. But yeah, I'm going Vegas. What are you thinking? Come on, non-hockey guy.
I'm gonna go Vegas as well because USA.
I'm gonna go
It's like
just
the beer
because I
money.
want to be different, but also
Yeah.
I believe in Connor McJesus.
I-
I'm gonna say Edmonton. He is the best player
Okay.
in hockey.
Yeah,
And you have that guy, you
that
can
does
ride
bode
him.
well. It worked for Canada.
I did
Yes,
watch
sir.
a hockey game this week, so
Yeah.
He
There
did.
you go. That's a win. I'm gonna get on the golf train, and there we go. Well-rounded in sports. So yeah.
All right, now to the Eastern Conference. We got the Maple Leafs. Can they break that curse of losing in the second round?
As
Going
much as
against
I want to go
Florida.
there, as I love Ruby, I love the physicality he's bringing to that team.
Mhm.
It's been their problem, a little soft. They're gonna run into a monster, as in a team that does not give a flying fuck in Florida. And truthfully, I would have picked them in the first round if I knew Kachuk was gonna be back, Bennett's gonna be back, and I thought they would be back, but would they be themselves? I had questions about that. They got the rat in Marchand to do what he does, and I don't like that man. But it fits in well with this team.
okay.
They're not pretty.
The rat.
Yeah,
Mhm. He's a rat.
I'll show you. Pull up a picture somewhere you want to punch him. Trust
Yeah,
me.
he's got the most punchable face in all
He
sports.
does. He does.
Okay.
Yep, he does. They've got Reinhardt back too. Like they are what they were last year,
Mhm.
and that I mean, look what they did last year. Like they were a juggernaut.
Yeah.
and
They look like a juggernaut again.
they really do. And they
Uh,
rested these guys. Like they're healthy. They're
Mhm.
fresh.
Yeah.
I do like what Toronto's done. I hope they can keep their team together another year. Like they do this thing called play defense now
Mhm.
under Chief. They're not as flashy, but they're more physical. They've got bigger D-men. Like he's modeling them after that 19 team. We have big D-men.
But
Cup-
they got Austin Matthews.
Yeah, but that will help.
That will help.
really does. Now he's not been a big playoff performer. You know, if he has his moment, like he's not as good as McDavid, but he's
He's
on the
right
same-
there. Yeah,
he's elite.
he's a little
elite.
less.
Yeah. They've got weapons, Marner. I mean, they're solid. But I just think with the playoff pedigree, with what they've got, I mean, they are the champs. Like Paul Maurice said that. You know, people forget we won last year.
Yep. Yeah, I think a lot of people forgot that, and yeah, they're healthy, and
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, when I'm looking at this, if I'm picking a team to win it all right now.
Yeah,
it's them.
I agree. Like they're gonna drag Toronto into a dogfight.
Yeah.
And I know Brugge will answer it. He might try to beat someone up himself.
He
I love
will.
the Chief, but I'm gonna go with the more physical team, and I'm going Florida. I am.
Yeah.
What do you think? No hockey guy. Come on, do it.
Toronto.
Yeah. He's been back in USA this whole time. Right? Yeah. Like, nope, look at that, World Cup thing. There we go, Canada. Or
All right,
whatever.
now
Formation, sorry.
The last series here, we got the Carolina Hurricanes going against the team I want to win it all.
I know, I do too.
The Washington Capitals at this point.
I
With the
do
Blues
too.
out, this is who I want to win.
Yeah.
I think Ovi could go on which we thought his cup party last time was amazing. This one is going to be the best one of all time.
Just think about it, he's almost retired now.
He's almost
Yeah,
retired. He got the goal record, and they win a Stanley Cup
in the same year.
in the same year. He is going to party like nobody's ever partied before.
That's
He
right.
never stop. He makes stop.
He might.
And you talk about going out on top.
And I
There
salute you.
I do too. You brave Russian soldier. Ovi's the man, guys. Like, no one can argue it. Like, I'm gonna have him moving on. I really am. And not just because of Ovi. That's cool.
Yeah.
Logan Thompson's been amazing.
Yes.
That's been kind of their Achilles heel since Holtby got older and struggled.
Mm-hmm.
I like what they've got. Their whole team, honestly, the Ovi stuff aside, they're pretty
very
well rounded.
good. Yeah,
they
they're
really
very good.
are. They were right up there for the President's Cup too. They kind of bounced back because you thought the Ovi tenure. I think last year it was like, okay, it's cool, he might get the record, but they're not a good team anymore. I have them moving on.
I think they're
really
pretty
do.
good, and I think honestly Ovi can still continue to play
He,
for a while.
he could. That's crazy. You look at him and Gretzky. I don't think we talked about their career trajectory. How at the end of his career, like he's not really leveling off. Like,
No, he's not.
he broke his freaking leg,
And
and
he
he
came
came back
back
into
and broke
this.
that.
Like, he's amazing.
He's
amazing.
along the LeBron of hockey, except he's
Yes.
not nearly in shape and loves to drink all
Hey,
the alcohol.
yeah. I started to say, with all due respect to LeBron, this guy's a way bigger badass. That's what I was going out. Like, he ain't gonna let a little foul or anything.
He ain't gonna
but
let nothing
He
stop
can
him.
stick to the face. He's just like,
Yeah.
screw you. I'll hit you harder.
All right, so we're both Washington.
Yeah. Come on, do it. Be different. Where's he going?
You know what you.
I know who Ovi is.
We do a sports show. That's
So
required.
I'm pretty sure he plays for the Capitals.
Bingo.
Yes.
So yeah,
I love it.
let's go with that.
That's the first unanimous. Is that the first unanimous?
Yes,
Yeah,
I figured your only reason for picking him was just so we could go
Yeah.
on a party run.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I want to see that bender.
How many beers can you drink for you die, sir? Let's see.
Right.
Fuck.
So that's where the hockey.
Yeah, you're right.
That's the hockey talk for the time. We're just gonna do just the current rounds
Hey.
is what
Okay.
we're gonna do,
Okay.
and then next once the conference finals and both of these move
Yeah.
on, we'll talk conference finals there.
Because I could easily go over 4.
Yes.
After we
Yeah.
did this all nonsense.
So now we're gonna move on to the sport with basketball.
and balls. And balls.
Yes.
So
Big
shout out to our last video that we did NBA.
Yeah.
We actually got every single one of the first rounds except for the Lakers in 5.
Yes.
Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5.
Yes,
I love it.
we got all three,
Yeah.
most of these series right, except for one, and it's a little bit different. We talked about it earlier. The Western Conference is absolutely loaded.
Yeah.
From 2 to 7, I think there's only 2 games between those.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
insane. I don't. It's hard to make picks, and for us to get 3 of the 4 right is impressive.
Let's be honest, that was you. It's like,
Yeah, it was him.
It was 5 out of the 6, sir.
Oh, 5 out
Yeah.
of 6. Sorry.
Get that right, man. I was
Sorry.
impressed.
No, it was
You
7 out of 8.
7 out
Yeah.
of 8. Sorry.
I was wondering
Yeah.
about her math there.
Yeah.
I was
No, it's-
so I
it's
I
good.
looked at the 4 teams left. That's what.
Okay,
It was.
so we got 7 out of 8 right.
7 out of 8. Right.
That's like an 86%.
Well, no, I was
How do
only
you like
talking
that?
Western Conference.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
that would be.
Well,
That'd be 3 out of 4.
3 out of 4 in Western,
On Western
Conference. I'll give you
Conference
that.
is what
Well,
I
you know
said.
what? He
Okay.
did damn good.
I
Let's
said
leave
it.
that.
Anyways,
Yeah.
all right,
So-
we're gonna move on. There's been one game played. Also, why is the NBA playing the second round when the first round isn't over?
Because they don't care.
That's dumb. There was no.
NBA
I
don't
don't know.
give, NBA don't give a shit.
I know, but it's stupid.
Well, that's like what the Blues had a big break because there was concerts at their arena. Like that's what this time of year, it's like right before you have outside concerts. And this may be wrong,
Yeah.
but I think they're going around arena scheduling for a part of
Okay.
it. I really do.
Maybe, but the Cavs and Pacers
Yeah,
played before
I didn't
the
like it.
before
I
the
didn't like
end. They played before the Rockets and Warriors series ended in the first round.
Yeah.
So but anyways, we're gonna start here with the Cavs and Pacers.
Oh, we're starting in the East.
We're
Okay.
starting in the East because that game played.
We follow geography.
Pacers took
Pacers
one from
took
them,
one
which
from
is I'm
them.
a little surprised.
Halliburton, yes.
I did think that the Pacers would be pretty good, but last year they were just a team of luck. They kept getting wins against teams that just kept getting hurt. The Cavs are the best team in the East, minus my Celtics.
Mhm.
The Pacers are a well-balanced team as far as Halliburton's the best passer in basketball.
Mhm.
And you just...
Miles Turner's been playing very well.
Exactly.
That's pretty spunky too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That too. So I was thinking about this earlier. The Cavs are the better, more talented team, but they've not been here before. Even though the Pacers got lucky and made it to the conference finals, that's still a
Hey,
lot of
that
experience.
could be called destiny, guys. That could
That's
be called destiny.
Well, I'm not
You can
saying
say what?
destiny.
You can
I
say
just
destiny.
think the experience of them winning and making it that far is something that's going to play out in this series.
Yes and no. Like, I get what you're saying is like they've made it a deep playoff run
Mhm.
before, but at the same time, during that deep playoff run, I don't feel like that team was ever battle tested.
Destiny.
So I don't think that they take the Cavs. I do think they can take them to 6 or 7 games. Of course, it helps that I know that they won game 1 already, but I just think the Cavs are the far more superior team. Now maybe the best player on the court is Tyrese Halliburton, and
Better than Mitchell, though? I mean, I'm not a big NBA guy, but
as
I'm
far
like,
as a
good
well-rounded player,
well-rounded?
yes.
Okay. Not the score, I guess.
Donovan Mitchell's the best scorer on the
Yeah.
court for sure.
Mhm.
I tell you what, I'm going to go Pacers.
Dude, I want to go Pacers in
I
5
think-
just for the hell of it.
I don't
I'm
know, not in
I'm
5.
not.
I think this is a 6 or 7 game series, but
I'm
I
with
think
the Cavs, truthfully.
the Pacers are underrated. Tyrese Halliburton was voted the most overrated player in the NBA, which is
See, I don't think that's
forceful.
true.
What?
He
I don't
was.
follow about how.
He was. I don't know. Don't know.
I mean, you've got a lot
It
of
was
candidates that
voted
could be up
on-
there, do you not?
It was voted
Yeah.
on by players that he was the most overrated player in the NBA.
I was thinking off the top of my head.
He
like,
stat pads a lot, so I mean that's
about,
part of the way that
like
he.
Paul George. Am I missing something here? Or would that not be a good, that might be a good pick?
For me
Like,
nowadays, it might be James Harden, but he's living off name alone at this point. But
and a beard.
and a beard.
All right, you guys are going Cavs.
I'm going
I-
Cavs. I'm going Cavs in 7. I think it'll take.
I
all.
started
I
saying
think
I
it's
think it's
gonna
going
take
deep.
all.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna take Pacers.
I
Also,
want
the
to go Pacers.
hometown pride.
Right.
Ish.
I
They're not
want to go
hometown, but they're the
Pacers.
closest team.
Okay.
Memphis is probably close too, but they're out. So I'm gonna go Indiana.
Yep.
Yeah, they didn't have much of a shot, but yeah,
No.
I do want to go Indiana, but I'm gonna go Cavs. I don't know.
All right, the next series. It is live right now. Actually, they are
Ooh.
playing.
Breaking news.
Let's check the score.
What series is it? Oh,
It
is
is
Boston here?
the Knicks and the Celtics.
I know where this is going.
I think I
All
know
day,
where this
baby.
is going.
Boston
Let's
all
go
day.
through Boston.
That's right.
Yeah,
Boston in 5.
I,
Like,
you know what?
legitimately.
I 100% agree. With
they are in overtime, and the Knicks are currently up by 3. I kind of
Okay,
want
there's
Okay,
our
this
game.
can be their one.
kind of want
There's our game. Perfect.
to.
No, Brunson went absolutely nuclear against the Pistons. The Pistons forced them to 7.
I was gonna say,
Good
they-
on you to say that they
thank
could have
you.
been upset.
Mhm.
That was
Thank you.
Woody's thing is he said
I
that.
thought-
Am I crazy to think the Pistons might be able to pull this off?
Yeah, you're right.
I
That's
thought
some
he
homework.
was, and
Nah, it's
turns
debatable
out he-
still, but
he was in the neighborhood.
well, was there not a couple games into that it was like could have went Detroit's way? That like a few
the
calls.
last
like,
game, Jalen Brunson just splashed a 3 on their heads to win it.
yeah, I was
so-
thinking it was a game 4. Or it was one of them in Detroit. But there was a call at the end of the game that
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about? Yeah.
I
But
think
it
what
doesn't matter. I
that
mean-
series came down to is Brunson is that guy.
Yeah,
like
Brunson is probably the
Amazing.
would you say the most clutch player in the NBA right now?
ooh,
I think he is.
Give me 5 names and I'll think about it.
Yeah,
I still think it's Jokic. but-
I love Jokic. He's fun. I don't know, but I still think Boston. Like that's. I mean, whatever this game happens, like I don't know about in 5 now, but
They're only down by 3 in overtime. Like it's not crazy.
well, and it's. I mean, just look at it past this game. I mean,
Yeah.
we thought we had them winning it all, didn't we?
Mhm.
I mean, these
Or
were the
not.
top 2 teams in the East last year.
Yeah.
I think the Knicks fell down to the 3 seed this
They
year.
did. Yeah.
And
I think that's
because
more-
the Cavs
Well,
did so
I
Didn't
think-
well.
Boston sweep them in the regular season too? Which I
Yes,
know
they
that's out
did.
the window.
Yeah.
but-
They did. Yeah. I mean, it looks like New York did just win.
Okay,
They did win.
Okay, make that
Uh,
Boston in 6.
but I'm still saying Boston in 5.
I say
like
Boston in 6. I
Okay.
think
Yeah,
the
I-
Celtics they have the championship pedigree. They're still the best team
5.5.
and honestly the best team in the NBA until someone beats them.
Yeah,
Well, this might, piss them off. I mean, you see that a lot of times
Mhm.
in sports. You could see
Mhm.
that in the East in both these cases.
Yep.
It's a possibility. So, yeah, let's go Boston. Cheers.
Alrighty. Now let's move on to the West and what I think is possibly the best series that we have right now.
So here's the thing: is like when we made the video, we did it all the way through the championship and through the finals and everything. We had 3 out of these 4 teams here. The 2 teams that I had moving on through here, I don't think got them going anymore.
I like that.
I think that the Thunder were the best team in basketball
Yeah.
this year.
Yeah.
The way that I saw in round one, the way Russell Westbrook is alive again, dropping triple doubles, doing Russell Westbrook things.
Yeah. Yeah.
This makes me really believe in this Nuggets squad. I'm gonna pick them to upset the Thunder in 7.
Wow.
Whoa, ball in 7.
Yeah,
Hey,
in 7.
I just want it.
They are playing
Take it 7.
very freaking well. Jokic is
it's
the
hard to go against
coach
him.
at this point,
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah. Yeah.
He didn't
Uh,
really need to be that involved in that series.
No. I think everyone forgets just how talented the Nuggets are, and that West was once again so loaded that it's like
Mhm.
Yeah.
the seeding don't matter to me in
No,
the West.
no.
It really doesn't. Gosh darn it, I was gonna do it.
Do it.
I think the Nuggets can take it.
Okay.
I do. I think they can.
I'm gonna be that person. I love Oklahoma City. It's down there.
They're a
What
great
else is
team. They're
down
the
there?
best team in the West, which
Yeah.
arguably the best
They're
team in the
deep.
NBA.
Yes,
And they are such a deep squad.
they are
deep.
so deep.
The
They're
Nuggets are about the only team that do rival their depth.
yes.
Oh, that's a
yes.
problem
So-
in my analysis, but
So
it's okay.
I when I look at this and I look at all these teams, there's 3 teams I think could win a title here that are left. It is those 2 teams and the Celtics.
yeah,
that's fair.
I agree with
Yeah,
that.
That's
Mhm.
fair. It sucks that these guys are matched up, but I mean,
That's
the
how
West.
what's happened. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the West. They beat up on each other. So
You guys think about that. Like honestly, Houston and LA, that was kind of a weaker 2-3 somewhat.
Uh-huh.
But,
Yeah.
or
Well,
I shouldn't say weaker, but it was a feasible.
it's
road
not-
to
well,
this.
it was weak enough that we had Warriors upsetting
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Like-
yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't.
They were favored. It
I'm
wasn't
not
just
saying
us.
it's weak. I would say it's more that the 7 and 6 seed are way above.
Yeah,
what they
what I mean by
normally are.
weak, it wasn't a dominant 2 or 3. Like a lot of times you
Yes.
see that.
Yes,
Like,
yeah.
you see more often than not the top 4 teams are there for a
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah, and it's not really there's a top 4 teams or anything like that. It's more just their whole
Yeah.
freaking
Yeah.
West is just low.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's a crapshoot.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it. So I'm going Oklahoma City though. Like I said
Okay.
before, on the other one, like I
Okay.
think last year was their big
Uh,
learning moment.
I had them winning this exact series
Mhm.
2
Yeah.
weeks ago.
I don't
So-
know. Yeah.
I
hate
just
going
think
against
that the
Jokic.
way that the Nuggets showed up I know it took them 7 games to dispatch the Clippers, which I think that I said that it would.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But the way that they handled it, the way they won it, they came out in Game 7 and it was never close.
No.
Yeah. No.
No.
I think that
The
team's
dominant fashion. Yeah.
firing on all cylinders.
Yeah.
And Oklahoma City's been down for a while. I don't
Yeah.
like that.
Mhm.
They've been
Yeah.
a week off.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yep.
Yeah. So we'll see. But yeah, sounds good. I like being on Woody Island.
What do you
There you go. That's
It's
what-
back. It's a thing.
That
Well,
it
it wasn't
can,
a thing for football
it
season.
can be a
but
thing for
basketball.
that. All right, and then the last series we got Timberwolves and Warriors.
Ah,
I mean,
I have an analytical question on this.
I had the
for you
Lakers
guys.
winning this series, so
Lakers in 5.
I think I
Oh,
did too, but
so I think if the Lakers do get past the Timberwolves, they take out the Warriors.
I would agree.
So
Mhm.
that being said, that leaves me to believe the Timberwolves will dispatch the Warriors.
I'm
War-
on the T-Wolves.
Okay,
That's where I'm
the
at.
Timberwolves looks very, very
They
good.
looked very good. and you
Ant
got-
is amazing.
yeah.
I was gonna say not just Ant, but their interior play.
Yeah.
Like, is that can Golden State match up down low against these guys? Like,
I mean,
don't
they
they
got
have some
Draymond.
height?
yeah.
How many fouls can Draymond have this whole series?
Yeah. Six,
Well,
a game.
Six a game. He's going to use them all, and he's going to get away 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Like-
What did he have in this last series? Not just the fouls, but didn't he have like a couple flagrants? Didn't he get?
Oh, Draymond.
It's every you
True.
obviously don't watch enough NBA.
No, you
no,
don't.
no, I
Draymond-
know, but didn't he take it to the next level for even him? Like, I thought he almost got
This
kicked
man's
out
been
every
ejected from dozens of games.
You don't.
There's literal memes about Draymond just fighting any center.
Yeah, I can
like
see
that's
that.
a foot taller than him.
Yeah.
Like no,
He also thinks he can lock up Shaq in his prime. This
No.
is the man we're talking about.
Like you said earlier, you got confidence. You gotta start somewhere.
Draymond can bully and hang with just about any center of the league.
Okay.
Honestly, I mean, in Minnesota, you've got Rudy Gobert,
Yeah.
and
Who else?
yeah,
They got a few other big
They
guys.
got
don't
Julius Randle.
Yeah, Randall
as
from.
well.
yeah, but
I think there's a third guy, but I thought they had size.
they do have a little bit of stuff. They used to have Cat, but they don't have him anymore.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
So Draymond makes Rudy Gobert as a bitch.
Okay.
Okay, so
That's a problem.
that's actually been a thing throughout their career. So like, that's not going to be a problem for him.
I like that.
That being said, almost every other facet of the game outside of Steph being Steph,
yeah.
the Timberwolves are just a better team.
Mhm.
All right. Ant likes to kill legends.
This, yes, Yeah,
Yeah, this is the
that's
stage
another
not
thing.
set here for him.
It is.
Exactly.
It's
Okay.
set here for him.
Okay.
Honestly, I know I just said the 3, but Timberwolves could damn sure make a run because I believe in Ant that much.
We didn't get to see Jordan much growing up. But, I mean, he was kind of almost done by the time we were really old enough to understand basketball.
You're absolutely right.
But Ant is Kobe, the guy that we saw through our prime that playoffs are everything. Winning is everything.
They also have Nasri. That's who you're thinking.
There we go. I knew there's a big guy
Nasrid,
down
yeah.
there
Which
somewhere.
Nasrid's
He's
a
pretty
guy
solid,
that
ain't
shoots, he hangs around the perimeter and shoots threes.
That works for the European guys.
Yeah,
I mean,
it
there
does.
you
It
go.
does. But he's not a bang in the paint sort of guy.
Okay.
They also have Luka Garza.
So,
Yeah.
Shout out Luka
Oh,
Garza.
I forgot about
I was
him.
best.
Yeah. So, are we sure we're not seeing a version of Jordan here?
Yeah, there's definitely
There's a lot
some
of memes on that in
speculation.
there.
Yeah, but also there's speculation for Jimmy Butler being that too. So
Oh, I didn't see that
Honestly,
one.
they may both be true.
I think they're both.
Okay.
It makes a lot more sense for it to be.
I was
Butler.
thinking appearance. Like, I actually thought with Jordan and Ant, like, I'm like, look at pictures, like, okay.
And look,
about it.
Jimmy Butler changes his hairstyle.
Well,
too
I was
much
gonna
for
say,
you to
Jimmy got
notice.
the
Yeah.
hair.
He,
Yeah,
he changes his hairstyle too
you're
much.
making
for
me
you to
think
notice.
now.
I'm telling you,
That's
it's
a possibility.
it's
yeah.
if you
Okay,
read if you read into Butler's backstory, it is also a possibility.
Well, and both of them, the demeanor too.
Mhm.
You know?
Yeah.
We're on to something here. I know there's been a lot of memes.
Anyways, there's memes on
What do you
that.
guys got? You
I
got
got
I got
Minnesota.
Minnesota,
It's all
yeah.
Ant Man. He's
Minnesota,
my
man.
favorite player to watch in the NBA for a reason. And I think he's gonna be Randy Orton in 2007. The legend killer.
Legend.
I mean,
killer.
he beat the Lakers. He beat child support. He did all in one week.
He did beat child support.
You talk about Tyreek got his kids floating around down there somewhere. Am I having
Tyreek's a fool. He's paying his child support.
Yeah. Ant said, "Nah."
How much you want up front?
Tyreek?
Hey,
lawyer, son. Come on.
No, Your Honor, I don't think you understand. I never want to see this lady again.
No, never.
Check your pocket, Jets. What's in there? Yeah, a bunch of Benjamins. Yeah. I'm sorry. It's not an official BBB statement, but that was pretty funny.
All right, so we got Timberwolves, Nuggets by majority. We got Cavaliers and Celtics by majority here.
I like that.
We
I
got
like that.
Dallas and Vegas, and
Yep.
then
We had Washington
Florida and
Florida,
Washington by
yeah.
majority.
That's
So
right.
that's what we're saying. It's the conference finals in both of these sports.
Yep.
If you haven't watched NHL playoffs, please do because
it's
it
fun.
is the most fun you can have.
Well, this guy right here is a
I wouldn't say
testament
it's
to
the
it.
most fun you can have, but it's
Well,
pretty good.
It's pretty awesome.
Fair, you know.
It's
I don't
pretty
talk about
awesome.
some other things you get fun
It's
with, but
it's better than weekday baseball.
And
there
it's
you
better
go.
than the NBA playoffs, although I am going to watch the Thunder Nuggets series.
That's gonna be a fun one.
That's
Yeah.
going to be a fun one.
But you, I mean, not a big hockey fan, and are you not entertained
It
last
was
night?
entertaining.
There you go. That's all you gotta hear.
Till the end, it was pretty sad.
Well,
We've already
yeah.
talked about that enough. Damn it, let's let that go.
Yes.
You wait till next year. So yeah.
Alrighty,
That was fun.
that's been an episode. We've done shorter episodes this week, so please give us feedback on what you guys think of that. We're looking at 3 uploads this week, all shorter, everything 45 minutes and below.
Is
so
less more.
We'll see if less is more. But make sure to follow us on all the social media. I'm Stat Guy.
It's more.
Let's not get too analytical.
Okay.
Who are you?
I'm Rogers.
There we go. Woody Island. Go Thunder. Yeah.
All right, we will see you.
That's right. Stay classy, Illinois.
And America.
Southern Illinois. Gotta clarify.
We ain't on Wabash anymore.
See ya.